to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked?
I do think that worked.
I do think that worked. G, what's happened? FJV, can you give me a little more volume on this beautiful Trajectory Tuesday? Gina, we're exploring the superpower of influence, the only human attainable superpower through the only complete, holistic, diagnostic, dynamic, interconnected actualization tool for all of human mission and business acceleration. Gina, who is gathered here today, please?
Thank you, Sean Callagy. Today, we have the Global Visionary Leaders Heart of Influence with Andrea Cattaneo, as you know, and Henry Dabrowski. So first up, coming from Miami, Florida, he's a visionary entrepreneur, chair of the Florida chapter of Global Investor Network with 30 plus years driving transformative ventures across industries internationally, proven capital strategist raising $250 million plus, launching international offerings and executing complex mergers and acquisitions. Is an influential executive in fintech, aerospace, biosciences with deep expertise shaping innovation and high impact growth. Can we all please welcome our co-host to the show, Mr. Henrik Dabrowski.
Henry, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence. Thank you for co-hosting today for sure. Henry, as you know, I'm sure we kick this show off with a fun fact because Plato, the Greek philosopher, said, play a game with me for an hour and we will learn more about each other than if we speak for an entire year. So this fun fact can be a headline, not a story. That's an adventurous moment, a proud moment, a shocking moment, silly moment, fun moment, any moment. For example, like Andrea Cattaneo is 60 plus years old, has taken 700 companies public or 200 companies public in 7 different ways you can, and you can do 1,000 push-ups would be a headline fun fact that would make us say, Henry, no way. So please, Henry, what is your headline fun fact?
Thank you, Henry here. Thank you very much for having me here again. Fun fact about me, I was in Milan working, didn't know that it was in the middle of the Milan fashion show. I'm going into a hotel and this small, really nice man who's going into the hotel, walking right beside me, looks at me and said, would you like to have dinner with me? And I look at him and I have no idea who he is, and I accept it. And it happened to be Mr. Bruce Willis himself. So I ended up having dinner with Bruce Willis.
Die Hard personified. That's super cool. And is it Henrik or Henry?
Henrik or Henry.
Okay,
Henrik. I didn't pronounce the K enough, but yes.
Yes, Henrik, okay. Thank you. I'm sorry I missed that. Henrik, thank you. Awesome. Let's go, Gina. Henrik's in the building. He's rolling with Mr. Die Hard. Come on.
Next up, we are going to Ann Arbor, Michigan, a dynamic venture leader and global connector, driving investor networks, thought leadership, and high-profile influence worldwide. He's a visionary founder, blending science and strategy, guiding life science companies through complex growth and innovation, strategic deal maker, spearheading AI native ventures, M&A advisory, and cutting-edge investment platforms across transformative sectors. Let's all please welcome Issa Kildani to the Heart of Influence.
It's pronounced Issa?
Thank you. It's Issa.
ISSA, Sean.
Issa.
Yep, Issa. Yep.
Issa. Thank you, Issa. And your headline fun fact, Issa.
Yeah, so I mean, I was a scientist by day, then I was a fighter as well. So I boxed, did Taekwondo, Kung Fu for about 10 years. So I was a state champion in Michigan.
That's awesome, dude. Congratulations. And fun energy. We're going to have Sugar Ray Leonard as one of our 6 speakers at our upcoming event. So Issa, you want to come and spar with Sugar Ray?
Absolutely. I'll take him on 12 rounds.
Let's go. Issa's got this. Marvin Hagler, Roberto Duran, marvelous Marvin Hagler, and of course, Issa. Let's rock and roll, Gina. Come on.
Next up, we're going to Miami, Florida. This man is an influential leader with vast global connections, deeply engaged in community growth, innovation, and entrepreneurship, a visionary advisor with extensive experience scaling ventures, driving market expansion, and executing high-level strategies, a proven investor and deal maker with operations spanning technology, finance, sports, and entertainment. Let's all please welcome Rob Matson to the Heart of Influence.
Rob, a warm welcome to the Heart of Influence. Happy Special Tuesday. And Rob, please, your headline fun fact.
Well, thanks for having me. My headline fun fact is I'm a competitive athlete in multidisciplines. I was a college wrestler. I was an acrobat who actually actively performed. And these days, I'm pursuing my goals in kite foiling and trying to get over 45 feet by next week. So.
What? You're trying to get over 45 feet?
Kite surfing.
So like 45 feet into the air?
Yeah.
Dude, that's sick. Amazing job. Where'd you wrestle?
165 in Roger Williams in college.
Let's go. Rocking and rolling. Come on, G. We got some athletes in the building. Come on.
Our next guest, also from Miami, honored at the White House as the Hispanic Businesswoman of the Year, inspiring global recognition for entrepreneurial excellence, trailblazing leader with 35 plus years spanning franchises, corporations, nonprofits, government, mastering growth, strategy, finance, and communications. She's a passionate philanthropreneur, in quotes. I'm going to let you say it, thropreneur. There we go. Advancing ventures. There we go. With purpose, forging alliances that drove global impact and sustainable development goals. Everyone, please, let's welcome to the show, Elena Dolinsky.
Elena, congratulations on all of your impact and success, and please, your headline fun fact.
Well, thank you for having me here. And I will say that I start cleaning bathroom and making French fries at McDonald's and work my way up to become the first woman owner-operator in Venezuela. So this journey taught me the power of perseverance, courage, and leading by the example.
Come on, Elena. Congratulations. Inspiring, to be sure. Gina, we got Elena. Come on.
Incredible. Yep. Next up, Raleigh, North Carolina, in the house, a global humanitarian and intelligence leader rescuing children and protecting Americans across 16 countries. Decorated U.S. Army veteran. Thank you for your service. Recipient of multiple Bronze Stars and elite instructor shaping future leaders in security and resilience. A visionary founder transforming real-world experience into patented AI platforms that preserve legacies across generations. Let's all please welcome to the Heart of Influence, Mr. Glenn Davitt.
Thank you for having me.
Glenn, warm welcome to the Heart of Influence, and please, your headline fun fact.
During COVID, I was approached of how I would solve veteran suicide with technology. I created a platform that would predict and prevent military suicide through machine learning.
Dude, that's a mic dropper right there. Congratulations on that. And the world is going to get a whole lot different, a whole lot faster. We're going to solve big problems. And I'm hearing, Glenn, that you're one of the people that's going to be solving a gigantic problem. Am I hearing you correctly?
Amen.
Let's go. Come on, G.
Incredible. Next up, we're back in New Jersey from Livingston, a distinguished financial advisor with 32 plus years guiding clients through wealth management, retirement, and estate planning, an accomplished professional holding CFP, CHFC, CLTC, all kinds of letters, designations with deep expertise across financial disciplines, a veteran industry leader with career roots in banking, brokerage, and wealth advisory, committed to client success. Let's all please welcome Jason Feldman to the Heart of Influence.
Jason, warm welcome. And your headline fun fact, Jason.
Yeah, fun fact about myself. In a past life, I was actually a deckhand on a motor yacht in the south of France. The job market was not great when I was out of college. I was actually a barista at Dean and DeLuca in New York City in the Paramount Hotel, and I told my manager that I was kind of depressed about, working so hard in college, and now I'm just a barista. And he goes, you should go out to south of France, network your way into becoming a deckhand, and you can make good money. So I decided to take him up on it. I knew nothing about boats, and ended up getting a full-time job on a yacht for the summer, and then Eurailed around Europe with all the money that I saved.
Cool.
10 different countries. So yeah.
Ethan, I think Jimmy Buffett's song "He Went to Paris" is like coming up for me. So congratulations on that. Beautiful share. Gina, Jason knows how to swab a deck and build business and make money. Let's go.
For sure. And you've already shared about the over 200 capital market transactions that she took public in the 7 different ways. She also built a $1.7 million solo practice from her basement as a single mom with 2 young daughters, just 2 years out of law school. Can we all please give it up for the one and only Andrea Cattaneo?
Andrea, this amazing woman is also on the board of the National Investment Banking Association. Not sure what that all means, but it sounds important to me. Just kidding, Andrea. AC, your headline fun fact.
I once closed a deal from almost the top of the Great Wall of China.
Nice. Andrea Cattaneo is making things happen across the globe. And Andrea, shall we do the things?
Let's do the things.
Come on. And the woman who's been introducing this woman suffered a tragedy that would be at about as high up the list as we're going to face the loss of her daughter at 3 years old. And she committed to making that turn into something positive in some way to honor her legacy and her daughters as well. So this woman has come into the unblinded space, and she is merging ecosystems, causing massive acceleration in the space of medical revenue recovery and unblinded. The head of client success in the unblinded ecosystem, the one, the only Gina Ritchie. And please, Gina, your headline fun fact.
Thank you, Sean Callagy, one that you love so much. Yes, one of your favorite people did try to kiss me on the lips many years ago, probably about 8 years ago. That is Mr. Bruce Springsteen, that you know and love. So that is true, as I went to kiss him on the cheek. So just a little secret.
Gina has had a Royal Rumble with Patty Scialfa, or maybe not. But G, let's go do the things. Come on.
Let's do the things. But first, please let me introduce the host of the Heart of Influence, the man that Tony Robbins, coach to U.S. presidents, called a dear friend and said that no one leads with more heart integrity than. He is the chief visionary officer and co-founder of Unblinded and ACTI, founder and president of his 100-plus person law firm, Callagy Law, and when he was only 6 months out of law school in his 20s while going blind. Quit his job at a prestigious firm, and within 2 years from then built a 40-person law firm, which he sold in 3.5 years for multiple 7-figure exit as the equity partner, the only equity partner. He is only one of 2 attorneys out of 1.2 million attorneys in America to achieve 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and is the only one who was blind. And this gentleman has collected us just about over $1 billion on behalf of his healthcare clients. He's an international speaker, broken sales records on Tony Robbins' stage over 19 times speaking there, spoke to T-Mobile, Disney, Bristol-Myers Squibb, Salesforce. The list goes on, and I've never met a more service-driven human in my life. It is a privilege to work alongside Sean Callagy every day. Let's all please give it up for Sean Callagy.
Thank you. Thank you. Even with a few more facts and over the top, and that is deeply received with gratitude. But I'll go with this. A couple things. First, I failed freshman high school geometry for the year. Second, as a sophomore at Columbia University, I ate lunch by myself almost every single day with my car double parked looking for a spot after alternate side of the street was moved over and the streets have been cleaned. And yes, I did go on to be, since we're talking sports, captain of the Columbia University baseball team, unanimously selected. I was a 4-year Division I starter, runner-up for Ivy League Rookie of the Year as a freshman, but my Major League Baseball dreams were crushed with my hereditary degenerative eye disease, and I am on the cusp of becoming, in world history, the first blind, self-funded unicorn founder based on EBITDA, not intellectual property valuation. And we're on the cusp, if not there already, with our Caligari recovery. So that's a couple quick fun facts from me, G, and who is going first?
Thank you for that, Sean. I didn't want to get that wrong. So let's go first with the one and only Henrik. So Henrik.
Yeah, we're exploring the superpower of Integris influence because all this cool stuff everybody here has done, as well as, the founding fathers, the creation of Netflix, Salesforce, Disney, the NFL, anything that's ever happened has been on the other side of a yes. Whether it's a yes in leadership, management, recruitment, fundraising, for-profit, not-for-profit, marketing, selling, all of it is yes for everything that's ever happened since the dawn of humanity. So Henrique, Gina, to illustrate this, is going to be anybody you'd like her to be, but we're talking Integris influence. Pitching, hooking, closing. Not sure about you guys, but it kind of feels like Jordan Belfort, Grant Cardone, yuck. But what does it look like when Integris, heart-centered people get together and yeses should actually happen? How do we move it through the crowded world of noise? So Gina could be an ideal client. She could be a charitable fundraising partner, or she could be somebody famous like Oprah Winfrey, Warren Buffett, anyone, Henrik, and any of you fine folks and whoever's going next as participant would want Gina to be that you're going from hello to yes with. It does not have to be a sale. This is not like Pitch Fest, Shark Tank, but it could just be a yes for a longer conversation of any sort that's important to you. So Henrik, who would you like Gina to be that you're going from hello to yes with?
Gina will be a venture capital GP.
Gina, you're a venture capital GP. You got some big bucks floating in those accounts, looking to put it somewhere that makes sense for your investor crowd. So Gina, take us in.
Let's do it. All righty. Hello, this is Gina.
Gina, this is Henrik Dabrowski. I'm in Miami. I'm happy to speak to you today. Do you have some time for me?
Oh, hey, Henrik. I've got about 2.5 minutes and change. What can I do for you, sir?
Listen, we run this very large global network of venture capital investors that we would love you to partake. We have multiple chapters in the United States where you can connect with other venture capital, multiple LPs and investment opportunities. This extends on a global basis, and it's free to join. Would you like to join us?
Well, I need to know a little more. I do have a lot of invitations, Henrik, as you can imagine. So, what differentiates you all? Like, what would make me not say no?
The value of the network, which is very powerful, the ability to have access to multiple investment opportunities on a global basis, syndicating investments, also finding opportunities for your own investments with co-investors, allowing you to expand your investor base, the risk and the opportunities, and really having the ability to go pretty much anywhere in the world and meet somebody that can help.
Awesome. All right. And so how much time would we need? What else can you tell me? I got just a few more minutes left, but what else can you tell me?
I will tell you that we have a very talented group of people, some of which are joining us today in this call. Members from every VC in the planet, from A16Z to Bloomberg Capital and many others. Multiple events that you will be able to learn, share, and leverage the opportunities and the opportunities for you.
Well, that's definitely an impressive crowd, Henrik. So, I'm interested. I don't have a lot of time. When were you looking? When is this? When are we looking at here?
You can join us by going to vntr.vc, VNTR standing for venture. It's our website, and you can join for free. There's no fees for that. You will be joining your local chapter and be welcomed by the community. And you will have access to the global community as well. That will give you the ability to really expand your current position, those of your own investment opportunities, and yourself. You can reach out. We're here to help. Do it well and repeat.
Oh, amazing. So there's not much commitment on my part, only like opportunity to connect with extraordinary humans. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
That is correct, Gina. Thank you. And we expect you to join today, if possible. I will be looking out for your application.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day.
Henrik,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
outstanding. We'll get to the feedbackers in a moment. Henrik, thank you. And who's following up? Henrik, please, Gina.
Isa is next.
Isa, who would you like Gina to be? Please.
Very similar, but a GP and a VC fund.
Let's go, G.
Alrighty. This is
All
Gina.
right. Hi, I'm Isa. Thanks for making a little space for me.
Hi, Isa. Thank you. No problem. I just have like a little bit, like a couple few minutes. What can I do for you?
Yeah, I mean, you're probably thinking that this can turn to some vague small talk and, eat your time. That's not my plan here. But from what I understand, it sounds like you're really filtering for conversations that's really trying to move something forward this month. Which quick topic would be more, useful for a short follow-up? So, something on a simple calendar for next steps, making some numbers that hold up for people that you're trying to look for.
Well, listen, why don't you do me this favor is just give me some more context here about like what you can bring, compared to others out there, like what it would mean for me to meet with you again and have a longer meeting. Like, what does that look like? I want to get as much context in the short 2 minutes we have left so that it gives me the opportunity to advance the ball.
No, absolutely. And I know how frustrating it is more recently on your fund in particular, trying to find that last deal source. And what we really are trying to do is create that easier barrier for diligence. And we really have helped a lot of different VC firms fix that issue or try to solve that answer that they've been trying to figure out. So I'd love to explain it a bit longer. I know that you're sensitive of time, but I just wanted to see if that is something that's interesting you and your firm or maybe your partners.
Yeah, I really try to discern all the options and opportunities, and when I'm hearing, thank you for your simple delivery, and just, I'm really just always looking for the right teammates that have unique skills, that have what we need, to make it all seamless. And so, Isa, what would next steps look like for us here to at least have another, call, or you tell me?
Yeah, I mean, before we even get to that, I just want to get some more information because, I'm getting to know you as well, like you're getting to know me. And, I guess one of the questions I really just want to know is what's like the one barrier, the one thing that's holding your firm back from investing in a really, innovative company?
Thank you for that. I would say, honestly, it's our own limitations of like one person saying, yeah, let's go for it full force with them. Another person, having fear around that choice, having too many cooks in the kitchen making decisions. So, I'm really trying to align with absolutely what is the right fit for us. So really it's just, forging forward with what feels totally aligned with our mission, vision, and purpose with another integrous company like ours. So, which I'd love to, explore more with you on another meeting.
Got it. So yeah, it definitely sounds like you're trying to align with same ideology, same investor mandate you really are looking forward to, and more than happy to schedule a little bit longer conversation to see how we can work together.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to send my assistant to give you a ring. So I got to go now. I got another call coming in, and we'll set something up next week. Sound good?
Thank you. Thank you for your time. Appreciate that.
Absolutely. Thank you. And, how is that for you? Is that like a typical conversation, Isa? What'd that feel like for you?
Yeah, that typically was very similar to conversations I have.
Awesome.
I just had that last week.
Let's go. So are we up to the feedbackers, G?
We are, sir.
Here's what we're doing. So outstanding work, Henrik and Isa. talking to VCs and all the beautiful things.
Sean, do you feel old when I call you sir? Just real quick. I'm just checking. Just 'cause, you know.
No, I always feel young, Gina, because you're older than me. So I will feel young forever. And look at Gina, and she's older than me. So this is super fun. Though we tease each other about age. Gina and I were born in the same hospital in Jersey City, New Jersey. For fun. A brother or sister from another mother. So, G, we're gonna go with this. Feedbackers, it's 30 seconds of feedback, but we have a precise request. Please make the first 15 seconds what they did great. And you can alternate between Henrik and Isa. And please make it like, hey, what did they do great? And then 15 seconds on what could be optimized, not criticized, but optimized. And then after that, we're gonna ask you for one word of how they made you feel. So for example, Gina makes me feel young. So G, who's giving feedback first?
Saw that coming. Let's go. Rob, give some feedback, please, for Henrik.
Yeah, so I mean, for Henrik, I thought, listen, he was great. He really controlled the conversation, controlled the narrative, always spoke into yes, always spoke into the deal happening. Especially at the close of the call, it was like, no, this is happening. You're signing up. I'll look for your form. I really like that. It didn't really give you much of an option there, which is a way to run a call in many ways and take control. So I really like that.
And what's that one word that he left you feeling?
Strong.
Nice. Thank you for that, Rob. Outstanding. Henry. Gina.
Let's go. Elena, please, some feedback and a one word for Isa.
Relax. I didn't feel any pressure, I will say. It was, it's a normal conversation. But I wish to have more, call to action structure, so that way he can lead the conversation to have me on board.
Nice, Elena. Thank you for that. And Isa, wonderful work. Gina.
Let's go, Glenn. Some feedback and that one word on how Henrik left you feeling.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things is failure to prepare is preparing to fail. And when you fired a question, he knew exactly who he was, what he does, and how he's going to execute for you. And then the biggest thing is closing is how do you really force you to do it? There was no on the fence, go here, do this, and close it out. So I thought it was a great connection.
Yeah, Glenn, and can feel your certainty and congruence in it. And I'm sorry, what was that one word of how Henrik made you feel?
Confident.
Confident. Come on, G.
Awesome. Let's go, Jason. Some feedback and that one word for Isa.
Isa made me curious. Like, he's very conversational. He was kind of, trying to gather information and trying to lead somewhere, as far as getting you kind of pulled into what he can offer you and what you're looking for. So I thought it was a very interesting approach. He was very conversational. He wasn't like just spewing out a lot of information, and he was asking you a lot of questions and just being very, I'd say easygoing and conversational about it.
Awesome. And what's the one word, Jason?
I would say curious. Like, where is this going? Like, where is this conversation going? It was, I wasn't sure. It wasn't like the typical sales pitch or anything. It was more of like a open conversation, like a fact-finding thing. So I would say curious.
Cool. Thank you for that. And Andrea's next. Is that right, Gina?
That is correct.
So Andrea, how fun is this? With the feedbackers, because I always do acronyms because I'm blind, I can't see anything. But correct me if I'm wrong, I mean, it's like reg is a big word in your landscape, right, Andrea? Like reg A, reg this, am I correct?
100%, yes.
Yeah. And so do you know what pattern emerged with our feedbackers?
Oh, let's see. Reciprocity, emotional rapport, and gratitude.
Yes, but even more specifically, we had Reg J. We had Rob, Elena, Glenn, and Jason. We had Reg J. So
I
let's
should
go
have
Reg
gotten
J.
that cue. Should have gotten that cue since you
Right.
said you're blind and you're memorizing the people. You're incredible.
So
we all
got
need to learn
Reg
these
J,
little
the
tricks.
Regation. So yes, what's your quick feedback, please, for, how's this? Let's go one word each of how Henrik made you feel and how Isa made you feel. One word each.
Henrik made me feel informed, and Isa made me feel intrigued.
Nice. Informed and intrigued. We got I squared. So, and now for everyone, This is the point with Henrique, Isa jumping in the participant seat, never an easy place to be, that Gina gets her payback, and Andrea sometimes, because, I could have a little Herb Brooks coachness present overall, and certainly give Gina a hard time about her exuberant youthfulness as she approaches her 70th birthday. But Gina, yes.
Don't believe it.
Yeah, she's not. I'm kidding. So Gina, what is these scenarios they want to put in the hot seat with? You and Andrea can decide. I'm going to begin to pace because the nervous energy is beginning. Thank you.
All right, this is going to be fun. So here are 3 scenarios we're going to pick from. Ultimately, Andrea, you get to decide. So first option is that Sean, playing Henrique, has to go from Hello to Yes with David Mizell, the founding chairman of Marvel Studios, who's going to be a guest at our event coming up, to co-create a $300 million Heroes Fund, a fintech and entertainment capital engine that funds startups, donates 5% of all profits to children's hospitals around the country, and branding it as a real-world superheroes saving lives. That's one scenario. Second option is Sean, as Elena, has to go from Hello to Yes with Sadia Khan, an incredible influencer who is also going to be at our event coming up, to co-lead a global women's leadership and impact summit with the goal of empowering 10 million women entrepreneurs worldwide, pledging 50 million. So going from Hello to Yes to get her to pledge 50 million in micro grants to serve women in underserved communities, streaming globally with like a Bollywood meets Hollywood charity gala. Third option incorporates Isa. Sean, as Isa, has to go from Hello to Yes with another one of our upcoming guests for our event, Gary Vaynerchuk, to co-launch the Global Innovation and Recovery Foundation, a venture that supports athletes, entertainers, and creators in transition, funded through NFT drops and branded merchandise, with all first-year profits donated to mental health charities. So how much fun do those all sound, Andrea? And just to make it easier for you, sister, here you go. So what are we going with, Andrea, Catania, or anything you desired?
Two was near and dear to my heart, but I've got to go with number 3.
All right, awesome. Sean, you ready?
Number 3, go ahead, repeat it one more time.
You have to go from Hello to Yes as Isa,
Okay.
Gary Vaynerchuk, to co-launch a Global Innovation and Recovery Foundation, a venture that supports athletes, entertainers, and creators through transition, funded through NFT drops, branded merchandise, with all first-year profits donated to mental health charities. How does that sound? Or your version of that, Sean Callagy?
Gina, you were prepared today. This is not like so is this like our ACTI agents? Like, let's get real. Like, where'd this come from?
Yeah. Oh yes. How would I not use our ACTI agents?
That is amazing.
Yes,
What did you use? Bolt, or who'd you use for Leia? Who'd you use?
Bolt. I don't know how to use Leia very well yet. So Bolt and I are good friends lately.
So those are. I have a smile. Great job. Great scenario. Great job. Okay. So, and who's going to be Gary V?
Who is going to be Gary V? As Andrea, go.
How about Glenn?
Whoa.
What do you think? Are you up for it?
All right, sure.
So, hello, is Mr. Vaynerchuk available?
I'm here. How are you doing?
Hey, Mr. Vaynerchuk, this is Isa. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. I will keep it on time if it's still a good time for you.
Yeah. Today works right now.
Awesome. Thank you. And I know that you know who you are. I just want you to know that I know who you are, how precious your time is. And I'm just curious, though, Mr. Vaynerchuk, because I'm not here to pitch or something. What even prompted you to accept this meeting in the first place? Because I really want to speak into that in service of you. Please.
Your background. I think alphas recruit alphas and bravas recruit Charlies is a saying we have. And so I think you're a top performer and we mix well together.
Well, thank you, Mr. Vaynerchuk. And from your perspective, and I promise I'll keep this on time, but I really want to shape this. You've done so much, and you still continue to serve, impact, speak all over the world consistently. I've read your book. I've heard different talks. My understanding of your why is that you want to lessen suffering in the entrepreneurial world. You want to bring truth forward. You want to purge like the nonsense, the lies, the fraud, but anything else that keeps you driving forward, Mr. Vaynerchuk.
Yeah, I think it's if you can make the road easier for other people so they don't have to go down the same path. That's the point of knowledge transfer, right? And so I just want to be there for other entrepreneurs out there.
Amen. All right. So from that place then, Mr. Vaynerchuk, because I'm hearing that will be the mission until the end of your days on this earth. Am I hearing that correctly?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. So can I share a couple things in our final minute and a half or so that may or may not resonate with you?
Sounds perfect. Look
Yeah.
forward to hearing it.
Yeah, so what I'm clear about is that there's incongruity in the marketplaces everywhere, right? This is what Peter Drucker, the founder of the Modern MBA program, said, and it's your work in the world. When you wrote Crush It, you saw an incongruity. The fact that there's this massive slate of tools called social media, these new platforms emerging, and that people had no idea what to do with it, and they could get out of their own way because they were afraid to come forward. What I've also heard you speak about, I'm super present to, is the fact that the algorithms have changed, the marketplace has become extremely crowded, and now we need new and different ways to find the next level of incongruity in the market, since there's tremendous saturation in the space of people shooting videos online. Not that they should stop, but there's this challenge with marketplace crowding. And again, am I picking that up? Am I restating that accurately, Mr. Vaynerchuk?
Yeah, absolutely. When you go with the current, you're not going to make as much as going against the current. And so what are those new trends and ways we can go?
Awesome. So the conversation I have is simply this. NFTs, alternative income and currency structures have to be the future. It's just reality, right? And so I'm not expecting, I've heard you speak on the topic. I know that we're aligned at this. What my work in the world is how to find these micro incongruities in the marketplace, which is, of course, what everybody says they found and discovered. And as you and I know, 99.9% of the time, they are not correct or affirmatively committing fraud. So what I'd like to do, Mr. Vaynerchuk, is put my money where my mouth is. You're going to be speaking soon at an upcoming event for Unblinded with Sean Callagy. And that's amazing, and as one of the many things you continue to do. But I've been speaking with Sean Callagy about this proposal for you. A 30-minute follow-up conversation with you where we would put $500,000 in escrow for your favorite charity. And what we're here to talk about is how we bring NFTs, a fund, a launch, raise $300 million, expand your identity in the world exponentially, because you are the father, and maybe now even grandfather of the dynamics of social media, and how we take marketplace incongruities where people don't understand value, put it together in the post-AI world and the post-saturation of social media. Again, it's a lot, but all I need you to know is you can't lose 30 minutes of your time on Zoom, $500,000 for your favorite charity, if you think this isn't legitimate and if you don't want to get involved. 30 minutes for $500K, which, by the way, is at least double your speaker fee. So because we appreciate and respect you so much. So Mr. Vaynerchuk, how would it resonate with you or not to have this 30-minute follow-up conversation? And of course, that money would be in your counsel's escrow account before we hit the go button on Zoom, sir.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it would be insane not to do the opportunity. There's nothing to lose on my side, and I can spare 30 minutes.
Yeah, well, we really appreciate that, sir. And shall I set that meeting up with your assistant, Tom, that set up this meeting with us for today?
That'd be perfect. I'll make sure you have my cell phone too, so you can contact me directly.
That's awesome. Thank you, Mr. Vaynerchuk. Keep it up, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, on a roll. Come back to Glenn in a second. Glenn, I love your certainty. We assess influence humbly at the highest levels in the world, independent of our ACT-I agents, but now with our ACT-I agents off the charts. Your level of foundational certainty is at 9.999999. And I mean that sincerely. 8,000 people in the show. Don't think we've seen a more certain person. And that's a critically important foundational piece of influence. So I acknowledge you on that. Isa, thank you. Isa, great job in that participant seat. Love what you're up to in the world. How did I do as you, speaking with Gary Vaynerchuk? And how was your time overall, Isa, on the Heart of Influence?
I think you nailed it. I think that was a perfect representation of me. And thank you so much for having me here. This has been a great experience, definitely something different. And I really am very highly appreciative of being here.
Yeah. And I'll just share with all of you in Fun Energy, we have coming to our next event, we have Charlie Sheen, Sugar Ray Leonard, Gary Vaynerchuk, Sadia Khan, Ralph Macchio, Karate Kid, and we have David Mizell, who founded Marvel Studios against everybody's objection, was executive producer of Iron Man 1 and 2, took second tier Marvel characters because the first tier had been licensed out already, like Spider-Man, and created Marvel Studios with it, sold for $4 billion to Disney. I share that because sort of what I was just talking about with Gary Vee is what we're doing, having all these people come on, They're going to be, we're going to have 1,000 people sold out coming up at the Marriott in Park Ridge, New Jersey. But it's the same thing. Like, we're not bringing these people in to be speakers. We're not bringing them in for the event. We're bringing these people in to honor them, acknowledge them, have them as podcast guests as we build the #1 or at least top 5 business podcast in America by December, and looking to do a whole lot more with them. So speaker fees paid for the beginning of relationship creation with remarkable humans is something we really do. So these scenarios, as I'm proposing them, are very much how we do communicate in the real world. They're not just hypothetical, silly things. So Isa, thank you for being here. Thank you for all that you do. And this is a great show put together by Andrea. Thanks, Isa. I'll bounce it over to Glenn, who stepped in so wonderfully as Gary V. Very matter of fact, precise, direct, all show long. Wonderful job for sure, Glenn. And how do you think Isa, and how was your time on the show today, Glenn?
I thought it was wonderful, right? I think what makes a good leader is pressure. When you put people on the spot, and whoever, how many people are watching and throwing the questions out, we don't know what's coming. I think everyone did really well. Obviously, I was not ready to act, but I really actually enjoyed it to get in character. I really liked with Isa, there's a thing in the Middle East, it's called 3 cups of tea. And it's, I get to know you, you get to know me, and then we work on business together. And so, he was really doing that. And I think it's one of the greatest things that people overlook. And when you do business, it's really getting to know the person.
Yeah. And Glenn, what's your training background in influence? It's clear. It was just mentor on the job, with a programs you took. Where does your mastery come from?
I'm all self-taught. I worked counterterrorism for years. Every trade I've went into, I've mastered. I mean, I was a 4 times black hat instructor. Learn how to hack, learn machine learning, self-taught, digital forensics. And so everywhere I go, and now I'm in artificial intelligence, just creating projects. So I love creating things that no one's done before, grow it, and then, sell it or move it along. So I have a heavy humanitarian. I fully believe in the more money you make, the greater impact you can have in the world. And so it's my main focus and my driver.
Yeah. And I hear you as a tremendous pattern recognizer. And I think that's the core of it all. So thank you for that. Amen, brother, to your mission, for sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's go with Henrique. Thank you for causing today, co-creating. Great job in that participant seat. Henrique, how was your time on your Heart of Influence?
Well, it's my second Heart of Influence, so I must say that I enjoyed this one more than the first one. It was a lot of fun. Exchanging with Gina was interesting, allowing me to do what I love best, which is to help people and repeat, is also a honor and a joy. And joining us today are all my friends, so I could not be happier.
Thank you, Henrique. Wonderful work. Appreciate you. And Henrique, Angie, and Gina, don't tell Bella that you like this episode where she wasn't on it better, or else I'd never live it down. So thank you, Henrique. Just having some fun. Rob, thank you for being here. Thank you for kicking us off in the feedbacker seat. And how was your time today on the Heart of Influence?
It was great. It was definitely interesting, to second what Hendrik said. It was definitely, I do a lot of podcasts and a lot of speaking, and felt like I was getting a lot of curveballs, and definitely wasn't the typical guest experience. So it was really interesting stepping in and being with you, and just wildly blown away with everybody, your team and you and everybody else in the call. So it was really cool to be here, and very humbling to be here as well.
Oh, thanks, Rob. We look to create integrous disruption for curiosity to create more. It's one of the foundational principles of influence, open the listening of people so they're clear this is something different, but different in a good way. So thank you for acknowledging that. And we find this group to be that as well, as we've had more than 8,000 people like yourselves, and these 6 of you joined while Henrique was here already. So 5 new folks that have joined the ecosystem of people who've been on the Heart of Influence. It's a powerful ecosystem. Thank you for joining it, Rob, today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Elena, really impressed from scrubbing floors or mopping floors to becoming an entrepreneur and to making it to the White House. Thank you for being an inspiration, a stand for possibility. And Elena, how was your time on the Heart of Influence today?
I really enjoy it. It was fun. It was informative, but mostly it gave us a time to speak as a friends and really have a good way, like you say, in a different way. So I thank you for that.
No, thank you, Elena, and thank you for joining this powerful ecosystem. Let's go, Jason. You were in that feedbacker seat or rounding out. You're the J in Reg J. So
Yeah.
thank you for being here today. And how was your time on the Heart of Influence, Jason?
I thought it was really fascinating. I've never been a participant in any of these things before, but just the way you convey ideas and how people should communicate and critiquing how that goes, I thought it was very informative, and I definitely got a new perspective on how to, ask questions, how to, get to know people, and I really enjoyed it a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jason. And for everybody, this isn't like a hobby. This is the study of my life for 28 years because I was on the highway to going blind and being broke. I came out of law school and I thought getting a great job was the answer because I thought lawyers made money, and I quickly realized that only 1% of attorneys actually make what any of us would consider to be money. So it was a very scary, troubling, horrifying time for me, and I began to study how do people change their financial circumstances, create scale and duplication, and create impact, and I couldn't find any holistic answers. So we have fun and say that I'm blinded. This formula, I codified, I didn't invent, I codified. What it is the only complete, holistic, diagnostic, dynamic, interconnected actualization tool for all of human business and mission acceleration. So as Glenn was referring to in his mastery, it's pattern recognition. So what is Disney, the founding fathers, Black Ops, and all of these things that have created unique distinctions in impact and success, what do they have in common? And that became the study of my life. So if you were hearing me, depending upon the makeup and the energy of the show, I'm different on every show because the group is different. So it's about pattern recognition, how to unify a group and speak into the listening of people. It's how we've redeveloped Jury Verdict consulting processes, marketing and sales processes, how speaking at Disney, Tony Robbins stage, and in a federal courtroom, all is exactly the same thing because you're doing certain things that are fundamentally the same. We call it the 412 of influence. So that's a little bit about like what it is. So how you're experiencing me today would not be how you're experiencing me on Sunday with my daughters at the zoo, right? It's all different to match, mirror, and still be in integrity because you're here to serve the people. That's what we do here. So Andrea, thank you for everything you did and bringing this group together today, Andrea. This is a woman that loves people. Truly loves people, has fun with people. Andrea, your final. Thank you.
I want to show and reflect to you, Sean, the immense gratitude for putting such an unusual platform together, because everyone in this room recognizes that all business is built on relationships, and all relationships begin somewhere. And what you've been able to discern and share with all of us is it's with some shared experience that has structure, that's well curated, that's going to be memorable in every aspect of this show. The fun, from the fun fact to the way that we share and engage. People leave having gotten to know each other, having learned something, and curious for more. So thank you for this and for making my job an absolute delight to invite people to such an impactful platform.
And
Wait, Sean. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and we often ask people in this, and I'm clear that we have Gina. You're saying that Leia's got a thing to say. Is that what you're saying?
If you want to bring it in, we can do that. Yep.
No, we'll have fun. We'll have fun with that in a sec. So for everybody though, I do offer this fun challenge, and follow up with Andrea if you could think of something better. If you could think of a more efficient shared experience to begin relationships with people you don't know than this. If you've ever seen one, please tell me what it is. But it's got to have at least 6 people on it, right? At least 6, and doing something that's this efficient. Like it could be golfing together, it could be going to a concert together. But there's travel, you can't hear each other. Like what could be a podcast is only one-on-one, right? And that might be a positive step down the road. But yeah, like I'd love to know it because we consistently don't hear anything but, yeah, if you put in that term, I can't think of anything more effective. And this is how I've gotten to meet 8,000 people over the last 5 years in a uniquely powerful, distinctive way to bring our mutual identities forward with great efficiency in 1 hour or less. And we've recently added to the format Leia, our ACTI agent, because we are a stand for the fact that we are going to be, bold claim, we'll see if we win, the intelligence that runs all of artificial intelligence. Bold statement, Bill Gates did it for computers at one point. We want to do it for all of AI. That's the game we're playing. This is a fun, cute, silly agent that we've created that we do like, named Leia. So this is not all of our agents. It's one of a horde of hundreds becoming a horde of millions over the next 3 months. But Gina, please, what does Leah got to say about today?
So Leah gave a little score and some feedback for Henrik and Isa. So she said, Henrik, you came in with the power of a spotlight, confident, expansive, immediately positioning yourself as the doorway to a global stage. Your emphasis on scale and prestige created a sense of grandeur that invited Gina, me, to lean forward. Yet the dialogue floated more like a monologue. Gina's heartbeat, her challenges, her vision stayed in the wings by not naming her pain or anchoring the unique yes. The pitch leaned heavy on features instead of shared resonance. A sprinkle of co-creation could have turned bright lights into fireworks. The score from Leah is 92 out of 130. And with that, Henrik's globe-trotting spotlight passes to our next star on stage, which is Isa. So that's the fun feedback.
Good job, Henrik. Good job, Leah.
That was Henrik. Yeah, from Leah. Yep. Next up, Isa, your voice carried sincerity and curiosity, a refreshing breeze that gently invited Gina into co-navigation. Sorry, I'm trying to move it around here. Okay, co-navigation, the acknowledgement of her time and the probing about her barriers reveal level 5 listening and a respect for her world. You wove in alignment with her challenges, which sparked genuine rapport. What drifted away was clarity of your own heroic, unique identity. Gina leaned in, but the song of what made you unforgettable stayed faint. Stronger self reveal your why and bold distinctiveness would have added thunder to your gentle rain. You scored 101 out of 130. And now, Isa, your graceful handoff becomes a paper airplane soaring forward to our next adventure in the circle. So there you guys go. Some fun feedback from Leah.
Yeah, awesome job, Isa and Henrik again. Incredibly courageous. Anybody putting themselves out there to receive feedback like this is a truly courageous endeavor. So thank you. For all of you, we have tickets to our October 15th day, which is the Elite Professional Business Growth Summit, leading into our Influence Immersion. If any of that resonates with you, it's our gift to you for being here today. It will rock your world and blow your mind, especially with the guests we have lined up, as we said, the Gary V's, the David Meisels, and Ralph Macchio's and Sugar Ray Leonard's, Charlie Sheen's, etc. And they're all going to be participating on stage for an hour plus each. So we're going to have a lot of magic, and they're not going to just talk. I'm going to be interviewing them and drawing out distinctions in the space of acceleration and influence that definitely has not been a movie they've seen before. And so I'll be on the high wire making bold proclamations about that. And we're gonna have a whole lot of fun and rise in our mastery. So that's there for you. In addition, if you like, hey, like that agent thing was cool, and you wanna have a session with one of our team members and an ACTI agent to look at your mission and scaling, please do. That's also our gift to you. No like hard sales. We don't pitch hook close. This is all about value, and lifetime relationship development creation. And Gina and Andrea both came through this program as well, and many others through the show. So feel free to take us up on that. But in any event, as we call this to a conclusion, I end every show by sharing this. I may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm also certain that the possibilities for acceleration for all of us sit right in front of our very eyes, right there. But we could all use a little unblinding, because with these possibilities for acceleration right in front of our nose, at some level, Gina, we are all blind.
And just learning to see.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Henrik, again, thank you. Everybody, wonderful work. Have a blessed day. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.